Welcome back to Barfly Cinema. My name is Tom, joined as always by my host Gage
Hello.
here. Today we're talking about Greg Hoblit's Frequency from the year 2000.
Yeah.
Can you give a little rundown on what Frequency is about?
Frequency is a father-son story that spans 30 years. Essentially, Dennis Quaid plays like a firefighter, and he died tragically in an accident.
Mhm.
And 30 years later, somehow, the movie never really tells us.
Of course.
Him and his son, played by Jim Caviezel, are able to talk on a ham radio his old ham radio that he had,
There you go.
and then that's the setup, and then it essentially turns into a thriller movie.
Yeah, it turns into kind of like this thriller mystery, but it's not really a mystery.
Yeah, because we know who it is.
It gets a little muddled. It's trying to be a lot more intriguing than it is.
It's trying to like set up these stakes that are like it's the butterfly effect, because you did these astronomical stakes or whatever.
So Caviezel's character John, he becomes a cop and he's kind of like investigating this stuff, and that's how it ties into basically him helping his dad back in '69 stop these bad events from happening, since they already saved his dad's life. They're like they have this thing where they're in the honeymoon stage where it's like, oh yeah, I saved my dad's life. I have all these new memories. He still died of cancer, but he had a better life. But this serial killer went from only 3 victims to 10 victims.
Yep.
And we have to somehow stop that. But you're right, it comes in way too late in the movie.
Yeah, that plot comes in like an hour
in. So we have all the setup of.
It's almost 2 different movies in one.
It is
like the two halves are very different.
Trying to have its cake and eat it too, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a relationship movie. This is the relationship month here on Barfly
Relationship
Cinema.
month.
We're going through all our favorites from just relationships of all stripes, of all colors. So this week we're doing basically a father and son movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a lot to like about this flick. The beginning sequence is terrible, though. The shaky cam,
the whole opening
credits are bad.
It's that late.
It's
night.
dated. It's dated.
Yeah, 2000. If 99 was such a great year for cinema, is 2000 one of the worst?
This has like worse versions of the Enemy of the State credits. It's like that thing where it's all glitching out, and
dude, I hated that.
Yeah, it looks bad.
I guess I'm too nitpicky, but I didn't like this film.
It's dated. I'd rather just have simple text, like maybe a little visual flair, but not large swaths of text.
Why wouldn't they come in like a radio wave or something?
Yeah, like
it's just this,
like have that thing with like a waveform, and then
I don't know.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I can't stand it.
How they do it? It's like this. I don't know. It's faded, and everything's going around.
This opening sequence feels like it was shot by a completely different crew, completely different cast. Because I think for the rest of the movie, it's actually shot pretty well.
It's standard.
It's competently shot.
Yeah, it's standard. Fair.
But it's not annoying and weird and awful. And and the fire looks bad in the beginning. So rough.
Yeah, that does look bad.
Yeah. So we have Frank Sullivan, who's the dad. He's back in 1969. John, his son, 30 years later. And yeah, basically they come in. There's this aurora borealis.
Yeah,
it's all pseudoscience. It's not even really that important to the plot. And I wish they wouldn't even brought that into it, honestly, because it muddles the waters. Just have if you're gonna go into the completely abstract and weird and magical, just say this radio can talk to your dad.
Yeah,
just say. Do the Indian in the cupboard and just say, magic exists. There's something like maybe this is what was supposed to happen, and you're given this you start the radio up, and this is how it was always meant to be, rather than your dad dying in that fire. That'd be much more compelling, rather than this weird thing happened with the aurora borealis. And
that's a great point.
Yeah, just if you're gonna do the magic angle, go full magic and stop trying to explain it away.
Yeah, because then that would even put the stakes of why. Obviously, you want to change the past. You know, your dad died, and but it would put the stakes of him needing to change the past instead of just wanting to change the past, because this movie is just, oh yeah, change the past, and it wants to throw in some things of like, oh, this could happen, but oh, you could just change that too, and everything will be good.
Yeah.
Like,
it never does set up the stakes. Like, if you make the wrong move, everything, the whole universe will be unraveled, or the world would end. They try to make that, the stakes kind of come from, well, your dad didn't die, but your mom might die. But it's like, that's muddy. That whole section's kind of muddy.
You're gonna lose a parent either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think the stakes here just small is like a smaller, intimate thing that I wanted from the movie. I don't want the murder thriller plot that we get into like an hour later.
Yeah.
Like,
although I do love the guy who plays the murderer.
He's pretty good.
I
haven't seen him before.
He works. I think this is one of his earlier roles. I think I'm not sure. He strikes me as a guy that's overseas. He's
probably
or something like that. Yeah,
you're probably right about.
But he's great. He works. But yeah, the whole thing about it turning into a serial killer plot doesn't quite work. But I would like the idea of, okay, you're trying to right all the wrongs, something goes awry, but then like the time travel aspect in this doesn't work that much.
How is there? That's the thing. It doesn't explain anything, so you're kind of just inferring. But then it just does things that breaks its own rules that doesn't even make sense.
I don't even think they set the rules up at all, hardly. They kind of set them up where it's like the things that happen in the past almost instantaneously happen in the future.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Like at the end in the climax, the bad guy gets his arm shot off in the past.
Yeah.
But then he's still there in the future. So there's an unbroken line there.
There's an unbroken line.
Nothing changes.
Yeah. And he's now losing it in real time. It's not that he just never had it. Because earlier because they set it up with the wallet. Like, you have his prints on the wallet.
You can travel through time.
Yeah. So I hide it in this spot.
That actually works.
It worked.
That is the one time travel thing that actually is like, okay, I can see that.
No, yeah. So it's like setting up the rules. It even does it. It's kind of like flip floppy with them of how they want to do it within a particular scene. What they want the emotion to be.
Yeah.
In the scene.
That's what the movie's about. It's about nostalgia, emotion.
Do not think while you're watching this.
Yeah.
Feel. And I'll admit, like,
don't think too hard about this.
Some of the flashback sequences and stuff.
I get a little misty eyed.
Those are good. Those are actually well done.
Okay, the whole scene with him like actually making the different choice in the burning house, that works. That's the best sequence in the whole movie. Like, it's so well done.
And it's going back to Caviezel's
They're
character.
sliding thumb down, shoots and ladders thing. I don't even know what that is.
Doesn't make
any sense. Doesn't matter.
Oh, they're going down the
It's like a garbage chute or something.
Yeah,
it's
straight to the ocean.
So no. Normally there's a ship there.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's an unloading thing. So they probably make they make some textiles in there, and a ship pulls up, and it makes sense to a degree, but you got to think about it a little bit.
Yeah.
But that whole scene is edited so well. It's like, dude, this is kind of emotional.
That one, it does.
That
one gets at you at a visceral.
But I agree. After that, dude, after they try to make the serial killer thing work, it doesn't work.
I just don't like that part of the movie. I'm not invested in the story. It's not that I don't care that the mom got killed or anything. It's just it just comes out of nowhere.
Played by the great Elizabeth Mitchell.
Yeah.
Lost fame, of course.
She's wonderful. And they have a good husband wife relationship.
They established that well. I think they established the whole. This is a family that doesn't really have any issues. That's what kind of bugged me about it. There was like they're like the perfect family.
That kind of irked me. I can't take credit for this, but my buddy True said it perfectly when we were watching this last night. He's like, "Oh, so this movie was made for people that just had great relationships with their father."
That's right.
If you didn't have that, there's not a lot to connect to. It's this perfect family, like you just said.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The worst thing is you smoke too much and you might die of cancer.
If you love your dad, you are gonna fucking love this movie.
And that's perfectly fine.
Yeah. That's fine.
Hey, I love you, Dad, but
that does
the greatest relationship.
That does limit the scope of the audience. It's like, damn, dude. Because the family's perfect. You know, it's all these it's like, but it's literally barbecues and baseball games, literally,
dude.
So you're gonna have this problem of trying to connect with these characters because it's so idyllic.
Yeah,
and they kind of paint the future or current 1990 or whatever it is as kind of like not a bad world, but it's always darker. It's always they always paint the past in like this frilly, like it's always just all this perfect shit. And then the dad dies, of course, and then it turns dark.
Yeah,
but then they bring it full circle at the end, which I like. They use the visual language of like, well, the dad lived and he beat cancer, or he never even had cancer to begin with.
Well, he quit smoking.
Yeah, he quit smoking. I did like that.
Throws his cigarettes away.
So there are a few payoffs in this.
Yeah.
But yeah. You've kind of you brung me around on a lot of these plot holes. If you were paying close attention to this, it's chock full of plot holes.
Yeah, dude,
the stakes are low, but they're trying to make them feel high.
Stakes are high in a way of like I need to prevent my dad's death, and I want to prevent my dad's death.
Yeah,
I need to prevent these people's murder that shouldn't have been killed.
Yeah,
because I guess they're good people.
Well, yeah, they're good.
He's a cop. He's a firefighter.
Yeah.
And I need
the good
to prevent
and the good
my
guys
mom from being.
And this is where
good guys.
Good guys win. The good guys win. It's Americana. Good guys win. This is before. Put it in context. It was before the towers fell.
No, this is true.
Before we lived in a world where pedophiles are around and they're running shit crazy.
I didn't think about that watching it.
Yeah, dude. And then look, after 9/11, dude, there are a lot of
I'm not saying
patriotic movies, but they're not like this. They're not Americana where it's like not even purity. It's more like things are good. We live in the best country on earth. After it, it's almost like we live in the best country on earth. Yeah, you see a lot of that, especially Catherine Bigelow's movies. To be fair,
well, but even some of those have like that cynicism to it of like we say we live in the best, but
they're all
but look at what we're doing.
No, after the towers fell, they all have that cynicism. It's like, yeah, we are kind of sacrificing our morals and values to get back at the people that wronged us. And whereas this is like we're still living we might as well be living in 1969. Everything's groovy.
Yeah,
it's groovy.
It's true.
But yeah, I do like
it's groovy.
It's groovy. Everything's fine.
That's a good point.
But yeah, but so yeah, there are some themes here that I like. The whole butterfly effect thing is cool. I think it doesn't work when you look at it. It doesn't work like it's not airtight.
No,
but I like the dynamic between a father and son working together and solving a problem.
I like that dynamic too.
So I need a different problem. I don't need it to be a high stakes
problem.
I don't need a high stakes murder mystery. No,
he shouldn't even be he shouldn't even be a cop or a firefighter. I'm thinking about it. It's like maybe after he prevents his dad's death, Jim Caviezel, he's just maybe before he's completely just run down, broke.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah,
have a redemption arc,
or he wants a redemption because there's a point in this movie where he talks to his best friend like when he was a little kid.
Yeah,
and he tells him to invest in. Remember the word
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
That's funny, but they bring it up earlier too.
Yeah,
so it pays off.
No, and it's like that would have almost been a good like where it's not the stakes of a murder mystery; it's the stakes of like because. When you think about it, why wouldn't you be telling your past self of like all the things you could invest in or do or be aware of?
See, that's why it breaks down. It just breaks down so quick.
I don't want the thriller aspect. Again, I harken back to it. I just wanted kind of something different from this movie. From I wanted more of that. I wanted the you could have stakes. Maybe they're lower of you.
They're being
saved your father.
They're being a little playful with it.
A little.
Yeah.
This movie takes itself really seriously for how
in the second half.
Yeah.
In the second half, it's dead serious.
It's super sentimental and then serious.
Yeah.
And it's sentimental.
Yeah. It's like the first half is like, it's like Sandlot sentimental.
That's so true.
And the second half is like Along Came a Spider, Double Jeopardy.
Yeah.
It's trying to be.
Seven.
Yeah. It's trying really hard to have it both ways.
It is.
And yeah, you're right. There is a disconnect that does not work. It does not work.
Maybe if it was R and this was like a gritty movie, but then you lose
the sentimentality.
This movie wants that.
Yeah.
That's and maybe that's it.
I think it's more important that you have the sentimental aspect. That's going to put asses in the seats. But yeah, it gets pretty gnarly, and it's like, okay, they're trying. It is PG-13. See, this guy knew what he was doing. Toby Emmerich knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to make PG-13 so I get more people to go to the movie, and I'm sure it was a mild hit.
That's fair.
Yeah. But it does hurt the film.
What dad in 2000 wasn't going to take their 10-year-old son to this?
I know when this came out. This probably came out in like May or some shit.
I think August.
Okay.
So like summer movie.
Middle of the baseball season.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It was a relative hit, it made double its budget and everything, and
there you go.
Ebert loved it, and
so yeah, I find a lot to like about this movie, but I am conflicted. There are so many plot holes. There are so many contrivances.
There's stuff that is just set up,
and that's par for the course for 90s to early 2000s movies. It's all contrivances. It's all woo, the cops pull up. Something happens. Like where it's like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Too many coincidences.
Yeah. Ooh, dude, one of the dumbest things is Frank's best friend Satch is like a chief or whatever of the police. And
is he the chief of the police?
He's like,
is that established?
Is he? Okay, maybe I'm wrong. He's not chief, but he's like a head on the investigation.
He's like the head of the unit.
Homicide.
Yeah, he's head of the homicide unit.
Yeah. But anyways, like because Frank they prevented one murder of the killer.
Yeah.
And then on the second time, he got like jumped by the killer in the bathroom. This movie is constantly Frank getting beat up. he's nice.
I like that. That's part of what I like. I'm like, this guy doesn't know how to fight. He's a non-violent man.
He's just a dad, but he's a firefighter.
He should have beat his son more. Then he wouldn't know how to fight all this killer off. Didn't beat his son enough. Oops.
Well, that's the boom.
You know what?
The boomerang.
You know what?
We don't talk about that.
It's 69. It's 69. People stopped beating their kids in 59, didn't they?
I hope.
I hope so too.
No, yeah. You give him. Hey,
what for?
Yeah.
Give him the old what?
Hey, if you can't see it, doesn't count, right? But anyways, he's in the he gets jumped, and then the killer has takes his wallet, whatever, finds out where Frank lives.
Yeah.
And then so he steals his ID or whatever.
He believes on the dead girl.
And then Frank, obviously, he's perfectly knocked down in the bathroom, wakes up, has to runs to that lady's hotel. I don't know how he figured out where she lived. It doesn't even set that up. He arrives at her apartment, and then breaks in there, sees that she's been killed with.
No, he talks to his son before then, doesn't he? I'm pretty sure he talks to his son before then.
Did his son tell him where she lived?
That's weird. Yeah, that breaks.
I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure he got some additional information after that.
Okay.
Is that before Sat shows up?
No, this is before Satch shows up.
Okay.
Because then he finds out he was framed for the murder, right? He finds her, and she's there like with a fake OD. Anyways, his best friend shows up and immediately is just not even understanding. He's his best friend. He's like, you got your ID here, and we're gonna have to take you down to the station, and is fighting him and everything. And it's like, how wouldn't his best friend be like understanding of
Like,
the
hold up.
situation.
Let's slow down.
Because it sets up the contrivance of, because they're fighting, the ham radio has to break.
Yeah.
And now you get it's the biggest contrivance.
Because you got to keep upping the stakes. You got to keep upping those stakes. You got to be like, ooh, what if the radio broke?
Yes. Yeah.
Because already they're like, well, what if the aurora borealis goes away? We can't talk anymore. Oh, what if the radio breaks? And you're right, because they do this stupid thing when they fix the radio where it's all shimmery and magical.
It doesn't even
Never do that.
Yeah.
Never.
Unless you're the Santa Claus, the movie, you don't do that.
No. Terrible. So that's my whole point. I'm like, if you're going to go full magical, just make the radio magical itself.
I agree with
trying
that.
to like set this up as like some pseudo science thing.
It's fake, but like it wouldn't be like, maybe Frank leaves a message to his son from the ham radio. It's not that it records messages, but it'll be out there in the radio waves. Bam, something like that.
Something like that
up
would be
the
better.
magic,
Yeah.
instead of just having it be a thing that we just chain smoke and look at. Set it up.
And for a movie this long, there are a lot of those introspective chain smoke.
Dude, there's so much smoking in this of just, man, those, they don't even, and that's the thing, it's only happening to them. No one else even remember.
No other phenomenon?
No one
That
else.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
And they have like the scientists on TV. That doesn't work.
No.
It's like skip over all that stuff. That's stupid. Don't do it. Make it the Indian in the cupboard. Just make it like this is a magical box.
Mhm.
Somehow something happened.
And
Who knows?
dude,
Do anything.
yeah, because
I don't need a reason why the thing works. Just make it work better thematically.
exactly.
And I think a lot of the themes work in this, but yeah, hyper focus it.
I guess.
Hyper focus. It's father and son.
Yeah, if father and son is
Son.
trying to speak to your
Spirit
son.
and guts, baby.
Spirit
Spirit
and
and guts.
I love that line.
Yeah, that
actually.
works. So that should have been the whole theme of the movie.
There should have been so much of that.
See, and I was really, I know this sounds terrible.
And then like him,
I was hoping, watching it again, I'm like, I'm literally hoping that he sacrifices. See, the real stakes would have been the son dies and the dad has to save the son.
he's like, no,
I'm giving myself
no,
up.
chief. This is how it was supposed to be.
They could have done that. They could have pulled that off and it would have been so good.
I would have probably teared up.
Yeah.
Like
literally. So instead of doing this whole murder thing where the mom's in danger, no, you have a chance where it's like, okay, the son can die or the father can die.
Mm-hmm.
And the father leads on like, oh no, we can fix it. And at the very end, they're like, no, son, I got you.
After he spends all this time getting to know his father after not being able to know him for 30 years.
Yeah.
It's like, dude.
That's what the movie should have been.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're 100%
So
right.
those are real stakes. So you find in the first half an hour, you find this magical radio thing that enables you to change the past and all this stuff. And the father early on, and we'll foreshadow it. I know we're just totally rewriting the movie right now, but you foreshadow
That's fair.
it.
Let's do it.
You foreshadow it, and you're like, the father knows he's gonna have to die or sacrifice himself somehow.
Yeah.
To save the son. The son thinks he can have it both ways. The son thinks he can have it both ways.
Maybe the son in 1999 is going great. The son's life is getting even better. And his father is 69 is like tearing apart at the seams or something. Like there's some fragment in reality is happening.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to be alive.
You're gonna do the magic.
Sting.
Yeah. That's better.
So much better, Tom.
And then the stakes. And there's more stakes. And then you flip the script in the third act and it's all great. So you still love your dad. He sacrificed himself for you. Then you have dude, there's so many. I'm sure movies have done this before.
Exactly. We're not coming up with anything crazy.
No, but what is
this?
This
is why we'll never be the head of a studio.
But this is why you have the schmaltzy ending, the super schmaltz, perfect happy ending. Everything works out great, but it's like So all that shit you guys pulled didn't affect anybody else. There aren't more victims.
Maybe the Smolchy ending could be something that is melancholic and bittersweet. Like
That's what I'm looking for. I
gotta
didn't get in this.
Yeah, he got to keep a picture that never existed, like him and his mom and dad together when they were old, something that never happened.
So I love the idea of them getting more time together.
I know, but it's fleeting.
But then it's he has to do something.
I agree.
To save them.
They get more time together, and that's what makes it so hard.
So this is what you do. You have a middle set. So you got 69 and 99. You have a middle section in there, like maybe like mid 80s. And then that's when the dad steps up and does something like that, where you get more time with him.
Years are happening. Yeah.
He also does sacrifice himself, because that's the whole thing. It's like, you don't want your kid to die instead of you. That's ridiculous. You already know what's going to happen, kind of. There are better ways. You've turned me on this flick. You've turned me on this flick.
You've turned me. I'm like, damn, that needs to be. That's a way better.
Everyone's done it.
That is so much better.
Okay, shit. So we're out of time. Let me restart this real quick. I'll make a quick edit. Oh, dude, Lord, that's my thing. Yeah. He loved you though. It's like he sure loved you. That explanation is terrible
because we don't need it because we saw it earlier in the movie.
Yeah. You show, don't tell. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, you know how we see that he really loved him? The bike scene. We already have that.
We got it. Okay, so let's wrap this up.
Okay.
No, that works though. Yeah,
No.
I wish there would have been more of a sacrificial element.
Way more.
These two guys, fucking Caviezel.
Because there isn't a sacrifice in this movie.
Caviezel and Quaid, you guys are both big Christian guys. Didn't that ever land for you? The whole sacrificial element?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe this is
it all works out perfectly, and they live in a perfect world where your son's not an alkie and he doesn't lose his relationship with his girlfriend.
Dude,
his
terribly set up.
Doesn't need to be in the movie. Terribly established. Bad. She's bad. She's a bad actress. I don't know where they got her. She sucks. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's not earned.
Maybe that's the thing.
None of it's earned.
It's not earned. They set it up like this will be earned off. Like they set up like
trash.
He just shows up at home. He's clearly has just not been there for her in a while because she says, "I've been walking out for the last 6 months. You just haven't even."
Yeah,
noticed.
you remember should end it. It's like,
yeah. And okay, but then you have it later in the movie.
He doesn't seem that broken up about it.
He doesn't. He just says, Satch says, "You'll never find one like Sam. You got to get her back." And he's like,
what was good about her?
And he's like, he doesn't seem broken up at all.
Like, okay, he's in the throes of alcoholism. He's having a hard time. She's just whatever. They give her she has 3 scenes in the movie. Dude, once it gets into the father
really
dad
just
thing,
2. Her last scene is rubbing a belly.
The father and son thing overshadows all of that.
It does. You forget about it.
You do. You forget it. You're like, oh, he did have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, now they have a son in the perfect future. They have the son.
Yeah. And then they try to set it. They just set it up with her
problems.
Like, it's only him that remembers because he goes up to her. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. We need to work this out. She's like, I don't even know you. Who are you? Oh yeah, you're that guy.
Yeah, that one.
Like they never even met in this timeline or whatever.
Yeah.
But
then they fix it, and then they knew each other again. They're so fluid with it.
But they don't even have another scene after that. It's just by the end, it's.
I know she shot all her scenes in one day. I'm sure.
So when they saw each other again, did she just walk up to him and I'm pregnant? And he's like, oh shit, I'm gonna have a.
Who fucking knows,
dude?
Okay.
And then what a messy life. He doesn't even what are these memories at this point? Like you didn't even live a life
because he remembers conflicting things. He remembers both.
He remembers both.
But there's thousands of things that it could.
But then at the end, is it saying, like when it does that final montage? Is it saying like no, he only just remembers this?
No.
Okay.
It's muddy as fuck.
It's just there to Oh, you're about to leave the theater? Here's another tug on your heart.
Some schmaltz.
Yeah.
And the song sucks, so it doesn't work. I would have done Take Me Out to the Ball Game because that's the obvious choice for that.
Obvious choice.
Instrumental, Take Me Out to the Ball Game because that was the fucking song that his dad sang to him when he went to bed.
Why did
What
they
are they thinking?
Why did they set up the Met?
Bro, this has gone down. I'm like 2-star territory now.
Why did they set up the Mets tickets and then never pay that off?
Oh, he was at the game. He remembers the moment from game 2.
But
And
were
he
they
mentioned
watching
it.
it? Because Satch gives all the kids tickets
to the following game.
and then
the following game.
Okay.
I think they were watching game 1 and then they go to the kids go to game 2.
The kids go.
Yeah, the kids go. No. And that's when his dad dies.
Yeah.
His dad dies during game 2. He's like, I'm not
game.
I'm not gonna miss the series. Yeah.
Okay. So I missed that part. Yeah. Because then the next time you see it, the dad's just staring at the tickets on the thing on the dresser. Okay.
Gage, you would not recommend Frequency, would you? Even for the most Gen X boomer territory.
For them, I guess I would recommend.
I'd say anyone who loves their dad, you will get something out of this because the emotional moments where they do pick them, great. They do a great job. But the physics and the time shit doesn't work.
And I will say, like last week, there was moments when I watched Duelist that I was just bored. I wasn't bored during Frequency. I wasn't bored either. I wasn't bored. There was stuff that was annoying me throughout. So I was constantly engaged.
Quaid is the hot dad. Yeah. You can see why he was like a leading man. Yeah.
That's Reagan.
Caviezel's like whatever. Caviezel's like he works.
He's pretty dull in it, but maybe that's just how he's supposed to be.
He's had better performances than this.
But he has the best scene. I laugh so he went for it. It's that classic scene of when he's interrogating the killer, who he thinks is the killer, and he's showing him pictures of everyone
he thinks is the killer.
Yeah. And he's like, well, yeah, who does she mean anything to you? You're like, oh no. Well, she means something to me. And he went for it.
Dude,
he has the scene.
He went for it. He went for it there. So I would recommend this flick. Don't think too hard.
Honestly, in a way, I would recommend it. Like you might have fun.
Have fun with it because there are a lot of problems with it, but there are some great character moments and there's some great like back and forth with Caviezel when they first get on the radio. It is compelling.
I agree.
It's like a good Twilight Zone episode.
Yes.
When they finally get this thing and they're not sure of it, and then they find this wonderful path.
I agree with
this connection to the past. It's like, oh, dude, it's so good. Like that's when the movie really soars.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets mired in trying to be a murder mystery thriller, and it does not work.
Dude, I feel like this is the worst of. It's that classic like studio interference. No, how do we make this dumber?
Yeah.
We need a hook. We need action in here.
Yeah.
This was probably a smaller, I have no idea, but I assume script-wise this might have been like a smaller kind of just character father-son story
on a smaller budget.
Those were the best scenes to me.
Me too.
I agree with them just talking on the radio.
Two people talking.
That's what I wanted more. And then a past that you're a
father and son, father and son,
and a past that you're getting to know that was taken from you. I think that would be compelling. Maybe there's not as much stakes, but like you said earlier, then you add the stakes and yes.
No, I like that. Those are the stakes. I want more time with my dad.
Those are the stakes.
So you started with
high stakes.
Yeah.
That's the thing with good drama. We talked about it with You Can Count on Me. It can be small stakes, but they're big because they're
so personal.
Real.
They're personal.
Yes. Those are big things to overcome.
Rather than, serial killers. No.
Yeah. Who relates to that?
Make it like, I want to spend more time with you, Dad, let's make it happen. And he's like, yeah, I want to spend more time. It's like a common goal. Then they got to throw the whole serial killer aspect into it. I could see if it's, but you know, it's been done time and time again. Fucking Back to the Future pulls that shit.
It
Where
does.
Biff kills the dad. We got to prevent George McFly from dying.
Yeah, that's a goofy, fun comedy.
Yeah, that's it. And this is trying to be a serious,
but small.
but the schmaltz works. I think the seriousness doesn't work.
I agree.
I think literally all of the schmaltz and
the seriousness undermines the schmaltz, where the seriousness is so just lackluster and kind of
trying to be gritty. It's trying to be gritty and weird.
And then so it's like when the world is changing around him and all that, and like the weird editing choices, I'm just like,
I love the editing in this. I love the time jump editing for the most part.
The editing,
I love it.
Like,
I love it. It
I don't
works
know
so well. Colors. Go look back at the colors. They literally shoot the 2 time periods, different colors, so it lets you know when you are, where you are.
Oh yeah, it was a
smart choice.
I mean, like editing from like scene to scene, like a lot of like the fades and everything are just
fades. I don't remember any fades in this.
It's like power, dude. There's like fades where it's like
no. I think you watched the wrong version. I don't remember anything like that. No wipes, no fades in this. There's some fades.
Yeah.
There's some things where it's like there's things where it's like him and the dad talking, and they're like melded together. That's a little weird, but it's not that bad. God, I gotta go to the bathroom terribly.
Uh-oh.
Oh God, I'm about to burst.
Need to release some frequencies here.
But so yeah, I would recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it for everyone, but if you do like your dad and you have a good relationship with your parents, you will find a lot to like about this.
Yeah.
But if you are like, I'm into like Stalker and I'm into like Primer, which we're gonna do in a couple weeks.
Damn.
You are gonna nitpick this thing and you're not gonna like it. Because you're gonna be taken out of the experience.
The movie's constantly taking. That's the thing. It's
breaking immersion.
It's breaking its own rules. Breaking the immersion.
Yep. I agree.
You could be dumb fun and okay. If I think about it, okay, that doesn't work. But while I'm watching the movie, I'm not even thinking about it. This movie's constantly like kind of bringing it up in rules and stuff where I'm thinking about it, and it just is. It's losing footing as it goes.
So yeah, mixed results here for Frequency. Next week we're going to be talking about 20th Century Women.
Mike Mills, similar themes, not the same movie at all, but mother-son movie this time, and talking about, you know, trying to talk to your kid through time and in a different way. But yeah.
Okay. Tune in for that next week. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys.
Thank you.